So now we're going to take a look at problem set 17 and 18. And in problem set 17 and 18, we're going to simplify and factor. So the first step is, first we use all our rules to simplify completely. This includes distributive property, combining like terms, and our PEMDAS rules. Then, once we have combined everything, we will go ahead and factor something out. So our first step, here's an example, is to simplify. So we're going to simplify by first using our distributive property. So I will go 3 times 4x and get 12x, and then 3 times the 1 and get 3. And then I'll take that negative 2 times 9x and get a negative 18x, and a negative 2 times, this should be a negative 6 right here. So a negative 2 times a negative 6, and that will give me a positive 12. Well, now I've done my distributive property, and so I'm going to look and combine like terms. So I have a 12x and a negative 18x. Those combine together to give me a negative 6x. And I have a positive 3 and a positive 12, and those combine together to give me a positive 15. So now I have combined everything. But now I'm going to look and say, what can I factor out? And remember, I talked about factoring out, kind of thinking about doing a backwards distributive property. So I look and I say, what is the largest number that divides into 6 that also divides into 15? And that would be a 3. So I can factor out a 3. And then I look and I say, hey, there are no variables that factor out of both of these. So I'm going to go ahead and factor out a 3. And when I factor out a 3, I can say negative 6x divided by 3 leaves me with a negative 2x, and a positive 15 divided by 3 leaves me with a positive 5. I can check my work by going back and distributing. 3 times a negative 2x gives me a negative 6x. 3 times a positive 5 gives me a positive 15.